everybody. I've had a pretty good day in the shop. This is that 1941 block that we took apart last weekend. We've got the crankshaft out. I did run into a kind of a stall there. I'll show you that here in a second, but I'm working on getting the machine surfaces cleaned up with a new carbide scraper I bought, which has been fantastic. I'm gonna take this to a machine shop, hopefully, next couple of weeks and see if they'll boil it for me to clean all this stuff off before we do the heads, tackle the heads. Still got the stuff over here, pistons, rods, bearings there, and we'll get those cleaned up and used. And then I've been working on the spare motor I have. I filled it up with diesel fuel and Marvel Mist oil in order to free it up. And I finally got it free and got the head off it. And one of the things I've been trying to do is get the harmonic balancer off it, and it's just been giving me big fits. I got it just about ready to go now. It's gonna pop right off there. It's moving, but I had to figure out a way to keep the crank from moving on me. So I MacGyvered a piece of unistrut and a thing in there onto the back of using the flywheel bolt, which worked out pretty well. I need to pull this gear from the crankshaft that we took off, but I don't have bolts long enough in the shop to use those and a puller, so I don't have to wait till whenever. But this is that piece I've got to replace. So anyway, I've got to take that off before I have that crank worked on. Anyway, so it's going to be done. So thought I'd show you that. I have literally been working on this all day. With my air impact even wasn't touching it. I finally got it to come loose with a really big bar and a breaker bar like this, but it's coming off now and it'll pop right off of there soon. And believe it or not, this is just about how they tell you to do it in the manual that I've got for this. And my plan is I'm gonna get this up. When I get it off, I'm gonna lift this engine back up and drain some of the fluid out of it that I put into it to get it unseized. There was quite a lot of that. I think I can probably switch to a socket pretty soon here. Let's get on with this. Get real close now. That was a lot harder than I thought it was going to be, but it's done now, so way to go.